settle in, sit comfortably. Rest your hands on your legs, palms up. Relax your shoulders. Close your eyes. Feel the rhythm of your breath today. Then see if you can lengthen and slow down that breathing. Bringing your attention here, letting go of your day, whatever happened, letting go of tomorrow, anything you're anticipating. Focusing on your body, how it feels. And bringing special attention to our strength today, inner and outer strength, as we take the head to one side and bring the chin toward the shoulder. Inhale it up, take it to the other side on the exhale, chin taking that slight dip toward the shoulder. Keep breathing that back and forth. No rush getting through that movement, so really take your time with it. Take the arms out to the side at shoulder height and just lean to one side there, lean to the right. Inhale back to center, exhale, lean the other way. So the arms are staying parallel with the floor. Just reaching like you're trying to touch that wall. The next time you go to the right, bring the hand down to the floor and reach that left arm up and over, getting into that deeper side stretch. You can come all the way down to your elbow if the space is there, making sure it's easy to breathe. Otherwise, resting on your palm. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, both arms down, shoulder height, and we'll reach again now to the left, right arm up and over, holding. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bring the palms down over the heart. Next, we'll take our legs out in front of us, a little wider than the hips, maybe about as wide as your mat. Clasp your hands together here in front of you, fingers folded, arms stretched out at shoulder height in front of you. And then reach forward, reaching the arms forward, parallel with the floor, and then lean back. Those shoulders stay in place, but the whole body leaning forward at the hip and then leaning back. So you're keeping your spine neutral, strong. And you're just going through the range of motion you have so far. It's still early, so those hamstrings still waking up a little bit. And then as you lean back, firing up that core and feeling that strength that's centered right there in the middle of you. a strength that does so much for us every day, walking down the street. That core strength at play. Notice as you feel warmer, you might be starting to reach a little farther toward your toes. On the next inhale, let's bring the arms up above the head, walk the feet in side by side. Sit up as tall as you can, like your back is against a wall, biceps by the ears. Intentional with that reach all the way through your fingertips, flexing the feet, toes pull in toward the shins. Gently lower the arms down. And we'll lower ourselves all the way down to the mat. You can reach the arms overhead, a little stretch through your fingers, through the toes. And then bring your hands to rest by your side, palms down. A couple of options here. The first is to crunch up, lifting the shoulders, squeezing the belly button down, and then lowering with control. So just the shoulders leaving the floor, bottoms of the shoulder blades kind of still connected. Always exhaling up, inhaling down. Again, feeling for that strength in the center of your body. If you'd like, we can come to all the way up to sitting. So as you do that, the knees are going to bend, the feet are going to slide in. We're going to keep the fingers connected to the floor. As we sit all the way up off the ground, keeping that spine neutral, sitting tall, chest lifted, shoulders down. And again, try to keep the hands connected to the floor. So they're just sliding forward as you sit up, as the feet slide in. Next time you come up, stay up. We're going to move into a boat. So you can keep your feet on the floor if you want, or lift them up. Holding, breathing. That strength that exists at your core. If you'd like, on the inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, let them bend. We'll do a few just like that. You might choose to go one leg at a time, or both together. Use that breath to help you. Good. Feet down, hands to the floor, sitting tall, and then lower all the way back down again. Reach the arms overhead. And then bring your hands back to the floor by your side, palms down. We'll sit up again here, sliding all the way up. Coming back to that boat, extending the legs if you can, and holding. Good, relax, and we'll fold over our legs here to our hands and knees. Slide back to a child's pose, reaching those arms forward. And then roll up to sitting on your heels. If this isn't comfortable, go on all fours. Otherwise, we'll do this seated cat, this kneeling cat. So with your fingertips on the floor, inhaling to arch the back, exhaling to round the back. Depending on the length of your arms, if your hands don't comfortably come to the floor, just put them on your legs. Following your breath, inhale, arch. Exhale, round as the belly button squeezes toward the spine. Your range of motion, whatever that is. Coming back to neutral. Then walking the hands forward so the wrists are under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We'll come into a spinal balance, extending the right leg and the left arm, and then floating them back down to the floor. Other side, left arm, right leg, and then float it back down. Thinking about reaching forward and back more than up. So you're feeling very long from the heel all the way through the fingertips. Feel free to keep going with that, or if you want to invite a little more strength into the body, walk your knees forward just an inch or two, and then curl your toes under, lift the knees off the ground so they're hovering just above the floor. Then we'll extend one leg back, and then bring it back to center. As you extend that leg, you're trying not to let anything else about this kneeling or kneeling plank, bent knee plank position change. So it's all very stable, just that leg is moving. Good. Make sure you've done the same number on both sides, then rest the knees down, sit back to your child's pose. Non-stop strength is depletion, right? We run out of energy, we run out of strength. So those rest periods are part of strength. Allowing that rejuvenation gives us the opportunity to be strong again, and that's true in all areas of our lives. Let's take a reach to the right till you feel that stretch down the left side of your body. So still in that child's pose, but arms over to the right side. Walk the hands to the left side. Back to center. Come forward into a kneeling plank, then curl those toes under and lift up to your mountain pose. Chest moving toward the thighs, heels moving toward the ground. Even if they don't get there, whatever's happening in your body is fine. It's a good place to be. It's yours. Feeling the inherent strength of this pose, that strong connection through your hands and through your feet. And then starting to bend your knees down, but as you do, you're still bringing the chest toward the thighs. So the knees are coming back to that 90 degrees, but you're still finding that line from your tailbone down to your fingertips like a slide. Straight line. Good. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Holding, pressing right back up. Back to child's pose. Moving forward to plank again, lifting up to mountain. Bending the knees, but moving the chest toward the thighs, keeping that mountain position or downward dog position, except with bent knees. And you'll feel that strength start to fire up in your quads. Inhale to your plank, knees to the ground. Exhale, lower down through that push-up. Pause when the elbows are at 90 degrees, and then press back up. Child's pose. Toes curl under, lift to mountain. Bend the knees. Inhale to plank. Exhale this time, knees up or down. Pause at the bottom and press right back up. Exhale to mountain. Knees bend. Inhale, plank. Exhale, that push-up, your choice, kneeling or toes. Inhale, back up. Exhale, mountain. Breathing. Again, bend the knees. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press back up strong. Exhale, mountain. Lower the knees, bending the knees, chest toward the thighs. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down through that push-up all the way to the floor this time. Take your hands behind you. Palms facing up. Let's lift up to that locust. If you'd like to lift your legs, we can do that too, keeping the legs close together. Long through the crown of your head. It's reaching toward the wall. Lowering back down to the floor, hands under the shoulders, press up strong and come to child's pose. Curl the toes under, lift up to mountain. Bend the knees. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down all the way to the floor. Hands come behind you. This time, clasping your palms together if you'd like. And then lift, Shavasana or snake pose. Holding, breathing. If having your hands clasped doesn't work, just keep them by your side like we did last time, palms up. Next exhale, lower down, hands come back under the shoulders. Strong this time from the knees or toes, press up through that push-up and then come back to mountain. Again, bend the knees, heart toward the thighs. Inhale, plank. Exhale, elbows right by your ribs, lower all the way down to the floor. Bring your hands behind you again. Hands clasp the other way this time, so put the other thumb on top and then lift up to Shavasana. Knuckles moving toward your heels, crown of the head moving forward. On the exhale, lower down, hands come under the shoulders. Inhale, strong to press up from the knees or from the toes. Body in a straight, strong line. Take it all the way back to mountain. On the inhale, let's lift the right leg up and then bring it through to a high lunge, placing it on the ground between your hands, rising up to that lunge and letting your hands settle down beside your ears so your arms are like goalposts. Palms are facing forward, that gesture of fearlessness. On the inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower the knee down, that back knee down to the floor to a low lunge. Then inhale, lift the knee up as you reach the arms. Exhale, lower the knee as you bring the arms to goalpost. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Trust the strength of those legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, keep the leg up, bring the arms back to goalpost. Inhale, reach the arms up. Then exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Step back and reach that right leg up behind you. Lower the foot to the floor, back to mountain. Inhale, left leg rises. We'll do the same thing. Step through, foot between the hands. Inhale, reach up, high lunge. And then exhale, arms to goalpost. Inhale, arms reach. This time, exhale, lower the knee as you bend the elbows. Inhale, lift the knee, raise the arms. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, keep the leg up, just the arms bend. Hold the lunge, strong in that leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, reaching that left leg high behind you. Hips square, and then lower to the mountain. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Rise to your high lunge. Exhale, lower the knee down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, extended forward fold. And then exhale, deepen your forward fold here. Inhale, rise to stand, arms reach overhead. Exhale, palms over the heart, palms together over the heart, as you cross the left leg over the right and settle into a figure 4 balance. So sitting down and back, strong in that right leg. On the inhale, stand tall, reach the arms, release the left leg, and then exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Step back with the left leg, and then the right, reaching that right leg up high, and letting it open this time, bending the leg, letting the hip lift up, looking under that right arm, and then straighten the leg and bring it back down to the floor to mountain pose. Inhale, lift the left leg up high and step it forward between your hands. Inhale, lift up tall to the high lunge. Exhale, lower the right knee down, bend the elbows. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, step forward, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, extended forward fold, spine long. Then exhale, deepen your forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, palms together over the heart as we cross the right leg over the left, sitting into that figure 4, finding that stretch through your hip as you find that balance. Inhale, reach the arms, release the foot. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Step back with the right foot, hands to the floor, then step back with the left, reaching the left leg behind you, letting the knee bend and opening the hip. The right heel is still moving toward the floor. Good. Bring that leg back to center and down to the ground, mountain pose. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, lower the knee down as you bend the elbows. Inhale, step forward, reach up, cross the left leg over the right. This time, if it works, we're coming into eagle. So crossing knee over knee there like you would cross your legs, sitting, wrapping that toe around the calf if it goes. If not, doesn't have to. Keep your palms together, or you can wrap your arms around each other, putting the right elbow on top of the left, dropping the shoulders down as you lift the elbows up a little bit. A little bit of a crouch position here. You want that right leg bent, feeling rooted through that right foot. If you'd like, bring those elbows down toward the knee. Inhale, bring them back up. And then unfold the arms, unfold the legs, stand. Exhale, dive forward. Step back with the left leg. Step back with the right and reach it up behind you. Let it bend as you open the hip. Then bring it back to mountain. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Inhale, rise to high lunge. Exhale, lower the knee down. Inhale, step up and take that right leg across the left, wrapping the toe around the calf if it goes that far. Palms together, or take it to eagle arms, this time with the right elbow on the bottom. If you'd like, gently bringing the elbows toward the knee. Then coming up tall, unwinding the arms and legs as you reach overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Step back, right leg. Follow with the left and reach it up behind you. Let the knee bend, let the hip open. Back to mountain. Inhale, come to a plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor, keeping those elbows right by your side. Let's bend the legs here, reach back for those ankles. If you can't reach, do a snake pose again. Otherwise, coming into that bow, pressing the legs against the hands to lift up. Knees stay close together. They stay in line with your hips. Heart moves forward. Gently lower back down. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Press up through that push-up. And then keeping your hips above your knees, stretch your arms forward. Some weight still in the palms of your hands. Let your forehead come down toward the floor. It might not touch, but if it does, let it. Gently press into the palms to bring the head up. Walk them toward the legs again and sit back to that child's pose, taking it slow, coming out of that back bend, kind of letting your body adjust as you move into that rounded position. Now we're going to come into a headstand here. So if headstand is part of your practice, feel free to join me. Otherwise, staying in child's pose. But we'll bring our elbows to the floor. Place your hands on your elbows for the right spacing, and then bring your palms laced, or your fingers laced together. Rest the back of your head in your hands. And slowly bring those legs up and overhead. If you still feel more comfortable with the wall behind you, make sure you make that change, move to the wall. Getting upside down shows us how strong we are even when perspective changes, even when the world turns upside down. That strength is with us all the time. Now gently coming back down here. I had a little bit of a hard landing today. Hopefully yours is a little bit softer. But as you come down, keeping your head down, sitting back into that child's pose again. Finding rest, recharging that strength. Slowly, we'll roll ourselves up here. And take the legs back in front of you. Stretch them out along the mat again, straight out in front of you. Sitting tall, finding that staff pose. On the inhale, reaching the arms overhead. Feeling that strength down your back, through your core. Exhale, bring the arms down and place the palms behind you. Lift the hips up. Knees stay pointed toward the ceiling, toward the sky. Slowly lower back down. Inhale, reach the arms up above the head again. Exhale, bring them down. Palms behind you, fingers forward, and lift the hips. If it feels like too much, bend the knees. Put the feet flat on the floor closer to you and lift. If it's comfortable for you, you can let your head relax all the way back. If not, keep the chin up toward the chest. Gently lower the hips again. And then bring the soles of your feet together a little bit away from your body. So you've got a lot of space, knees open to the side as you fold down between your legs. Hands on your feet, but we're not pulling up on the feet. Really let them anchor you to the floor. Elbows moving in front of the shins toward the floor. And slowly sit up tall again. We'll roll down to the mat. Bending the knees and putting the feet on the floor. Arms by your side. We'll lift to a bridge. And if you'd like, you can walk your arms under you, clasp your hands, and use your arms against the floor to lift a little bit higher. Good. Breathing, holding. That strength sustains you, keeps you here. Trust it. Gently release the arms. If they were beneath you, walk them back out and lower the hips down slowly. We'll stretch our legs out here and place our palms on our thighs. We're going to roll the shoulders up off the ground, chin to the chest, and then you're going to press down. So push your hands against your legs. When you do that, it should feel really challenging. You might start to shake a little bit. You want to push down as hard as you can. Make sure you can still breathe. And then release. Head to the floor. And then we'll walk our hands under us here to come to a fish pose. So come up onto your elbows, walk your elbows in a little bit as well. And then slide back so you can tilt your head back and let the top of your head rest right on the floor. So your shoulders are way behind your elbows at this point. Chest is really lifting up. And if you'd like, lift one leg. And then switch legs. Then if you'd like, bring both legs up. Gently lower the feet back down to the floor. Press into your elbows a little bit to release your head. Bending the knees again, we'll bring them toward the chest and then lower them down to the left, arms stretched out. You can look back at the ceiling or toward your right arm. Taking your time here, we'll slowly switch sides. Good. Bring the knees back to center. Give yourself a little rock from side to side, hugging those knees in. Then we'll keep the right leg in toward the chest as you stretch the left leg out. Slowly switch legs. And let that leg go. Reach the arms overhead. Then let them settle by your side, palms up, for Shavasana. Clear, strong body, and a clear, strong mind. Settled in for true rest here, these next couple of minutes. Start to move your fingers and toes. Take a couple deep breaths and roll to your right. Come back to sitting comfortably, sitting tall. Going into the day knowing you have deep reserves of strength. That we're so much stronger than we think, physically and mentally both. Knowing that strength requires rest. That it's good to rest. Bring your palms together over your hearts. Thank your body for what it's done. Namaste.